La la la, hey, yeah, yeah.
Well, hockey may be our national sport, but the costs of becoming a hockey player and getting involved are actually adding up and getting, I guess, more expensive. There is an organization that is trying to make hockey more affordable for kids, and that is Community Engage. And here to tell us more about it today is Jason Crilly. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, this is a great idea, a great concept, and it's also a great website. Can you tell us a bit more about what Community Engage is?
Yeah, perfect. No, I really appreciate it. It is a website that's designed specifically for Ottawa minor hockey parents and families, and actually extended families as well. And what it is at its core is it's a site where parents can save 50% on hockey-related businesses or services. So a huge cost savings, right?
Yeah.
A couple of the businesses we've on so far are businesses like Barhaven Source for Sports or Sports Experts, for example. But on top of that, the real interesting thing is that every time a parent purchases from the site, 12.5% goes back to their specific kid's team, or sometimes it stays at the association as well. But either way, it's going back to really help out the parents. So save money on one hand and fundraise easily from the comfort of your home on the other hand.
Well, we talked about that because traditionally there are a lot of other ways we used to fundraise, and real-time consuming things like bottle drives and, you have to ship it all to the beer store and get everybody involved.
Yeah.
When somebody signs up for this, like, how do you make your association or your hockey team the beneficiary? What's the process?
Yeah, so basically when they go to the site for the first time, they're going to pick, and let's say they want to purchase one of these vouchers, these 50% vouchers, then they're going to enter their username and password, and they'll pick, I'm with Canada Minor Hockey, for example, and here's the specific team. So it's a drop-down. They pick it once, and it stays in their account. So every time they purchase throughout the season, it's all tagged to that specific team.
Does the hockey team itself have to set themselves up so that it's accessible then for the parents?
Yeah, just so, because we need to know where the check goes to,
of course.
which address and to who, and which bank account kind of thing. So yeah, the one person from the team, usually the team manager, all of these teams have team managers, will sign up on the site.
And you're currently only operating in the Ottawa area, right?
Yeah.
So you're planning on expanding?
Yeah, it's actually Eastern Ontario because it's everything governed by, Deep River to Brockville to, you name it, but and then Ottawa proper. So yeah, that's where we are today. We're just in conversations actually the last couple days to go national. So we're really excited about that, of course.
Jason, let's talk about costs. We mentioned, both Lois and I, that hockey costs are soaring and they're getting more expensive. What does the average cost for somebody to be signed up and enrolled in minor hockey?
Yeah, I actually have a little guy that's in IP, so it's the first year of hockey. So I wouldn't expect that it's any cheaper than that, obviously.
Right.
So, you're looking at about maybe $450, $500 for what they call initiation, to sign up. And then they have these team fees on top of that can be, in our case, $100 to $150 per parent on top of that. And then, you've got the cost of equipment, you've got the cost of travel and tournaments and eating out when you're on the road between games and you name it. So I don't know what the total number is, but it's a big, big number. I mean, if you kind of extrapolate, it's anywhere from, say, probably $1,000 on the low end to a few $1,000s if it's a really competitive team on the high end. And that's over a 5 to 6 month period too.
Right, and you just mentioned all these hidden costs. It's one thing to pay that initial fee, and even the equipment and everything. I think the expectations you're going to have to pay. They grow out of it quick too. So you're update, but gas money, overnight accommodations, food on the road. I mean, it really adds up.
If you really add it up, it is quite expensive, and that's too bad, right? Because it's only going in that direction. Ice rental is more expensive too, so that boosts everything up. And I grew up playing hockey. I wouldn't have replaced it for anything, right?
Yeah.
My fondest memories as a child, and now my kids are doing it. So it's getting out of reach of some families, and that's a shame, really. So this site is all about reducing that cost, both the direct costs, for equipment, but also some indirect costs. Because teams do a social event every year as a team. Well, we actually have 50% off Ottawa Senators tickets on the site. So you
Wow.
can save 50% on the ticket, plus the kid gets a T-shirt,
Right.
and 12.5% goes back to support minor hockey. So the Ottawa Senators are really stepping up to support minor
great.
hockey as well.
That's amazing. Now, there are a lot of businesses out there that could be helping you right now. If any of them are watching, how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so if they don't mind going to our website, communityengage.com, and then all the information is there, they could get in touch with us, and we'd love to feature as many local, community-oriented businesses that have a hockey play to them.
Is it fair to compare this idea then to like the Groupons and
Yeah, it's-
those sort of things?
Yeah,
out
it's a
there?
fair comparison because at its core, it's very similar technology.
Right.
What we've done is layered on top of that this fundraising component. So, for example, one unique thing is that we give every team, when they do register, Derek, you mentioned, when they register, we give them a specific link.
Okay.
And they can forward that to friends and family and colleagues. And every time that those people purchase from the site, that goes back to the specific team as well.
That's
So
awesome.
I'd say we're 30% group buying, online group buying, and 70% fundraising.
Fantastic. Great idea.
It's a great idea. It's such a new, fresh way to think of fundraising and helping the community too. Congratulations on such a great idea.
Thank you so much.
And it was such a pleasure to have you today.
I appreciate being here.
Thanks a lot, Jason.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more Daytime after this.